Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day. It's raining outside again, yay! And in my pocket, not in my pocket at all, in my lap, bonk, into my pop shield, I have, well, I haven't given her a name yet. I've got all sorts of names from the comments that I'm looking at, but she's a sweetheart, an absolute sweetie. She's very well behaved. In fact, she doesn't really try to run and escape when I reach in to grab her. So I treat her very carefully. She is an absolute sweetheart. I'm going to put her back inside of her cage, though, so she can go to rest. There we go. It's okay. You can let go. You can let go. She was clinging to my fingers with her paws. Just didn't want to let go. Oh, it's so cute. I just have to adjust my positioning here again. Now that I've gotten myself out of true. There we are, approximately. Anyway, though, it is a brand new day. It is raining outside. We have had approximately, since September 1st, 6 days of fall weather where it's been cold like it used to get. It used to be even, well, about 6-7 years ago, on September 1st, it got cold and wet. Cold and wet. It was hot all summer, then got cold and wet. Now it's almost Christmas Eve, and we've had approximately 6 days of fall weather. The rest of the time, it's still, I just wear a light summer jacket and keep it unzipped. And I'm cold all the time because I've lost so much weight. So I'm freezing all the time, and I don't even wear a full jacket when I go outside because it's so warm. Oh, excuse me. Carbonated beverage in my tummy. I may have some answers as to what's going on with my body, but all in all, there's still, well, there's just stuff, you know, things change with age. So, my upset tummy is going to be that way. It's been that way my whole life. I remember 19 years old in the Air Force and just walking through my office and then having to stop, lean over, just with my mouth open and drool pouring out of my mouth as the heartburn was so bad. I was wondering if I was going to suddenly vomit right there in the office. So stomach pain and horrible stuff like that, I've had it my whole life. I remember 19 years old, you know, this falls into the TMI category, but sitting in a stall in the bathroom and just having it feel like daggers, butcher knives were being shoved into my gut and moved, just because that's what happens. I don't get a sense of fullness or urgency. I get pain to let me know when it's time to take care of business. Which made me sad when my son was born. He was premature. All of my wife's children, all 3 of them, were premature. Life is life. But when he had to move his bowels, you could tell because he would start screaming because it hurt so much. And he would try to lock his legs so that it wouldn't come out, so it wouldn't hurt. So he inherited my gut, unfortunately. Yay. But still, life is life. There were a couple minor things that I just wanted to talk about, like, I'm not so sure I really want to talk about this one because of the icon that PewDiePie is, but as much as there's always a big foofara going on around the fellow, and don't get me wrong, this is not going to be, I'm going to rant on a hit piece about him or say he's the best person in the world, because people are just people, but it's like the way he's always played around and danced and made jokes with the Nazi imagery, and the way that just racial slurs trip off of his tongue at the wrong times, because, you know, if a racial slur slips out while you're recording, that means you're using racial slurs when you're not recording. And because you wouldn't say it unless you didn't. I used to, when I was in the Air Force for a while, And then I stopped this because of this. But I used to say to people, oh, you bastard. It was, you bastard. You're a bastard this, bastard that. And then I was at work one day, and my supervisor, staff sergeant, I can't remember his last name, but he was staff or tech sergeant, and he told me to do something. I looked at him and I went, you bastard. Luckily, he wasn't super smart, and so didn't quite catch exactly what I was going on about, and I quickly apologized, but I went, well, this is stuff that I say in my outer world is leaking through and affecting this part of my life. That has to stop. I never again called anybody a bastard playfully because of that. Because that sort of stuff leaks into your other direction. So if you're making a racial slur on camera while you're live streaming, that's because you use racial slurs when you're not recording. So there's that. And I don't know. There's just so much that keeps happening. And as somebody else had put in a point, he's like, from the way it keeps happening, it's like they imagine him as being in a 1930s film where he's the lovable, bumbling person, except instead of bumbling from mild thing to mild thing, he's bumbling into and having adventures at like KKK meetings and lynchings and stuff like that. So after you bumble into something like that the third or fourth or fifth or sixth time, maybe it's not bumbling. Maybe there is a reason, but I don't know. I'm not him. And literally, I only see and hear stuff from what's on the internet because I don't know the guy. So, but all in all, that sort of thing where, I mean, if you use a slur, it slips out during this time, that means it's used during other times. I know I keep repeating that part, but I just woke up only an hour ago. Thank you very, very much for coming along with me on this journey of exploration. That's what my vlog is. I don't have a set time. Well, I have a semi-set time, but not a set subject. I'm bubble sorting my brain, literally. I am a talker, and I have to talk, and if I can't talk, my brain does not function properly. So my bubble sorting, my talking is just, it's making my brain work properly. Until I started vlogging, my brain was clogged and stuck. And then I started my morning vlog, and my brain started to move. And so vlogging, my channel, doing all of this in combination with therapy has been incredible and bringing me out of the horrid depression I have been in for decades. I mean, I was depressed when I was a teenager, but I've only been mildly treated for it medicinally, not very often, and I need to get back on antidepressants now. So again, though, point being, I am so sorry. Point being, thank you very, very much for coming along with me as I ramble and repeat myself and just generally be silly. Even though I'm talking about semi-serious things. Semi-serious, occasionally. Like the general politics of YouTube and all. Where, because so much of the audience of YouTube is able to be directed, and there are people out there that understand this, because any form of media you can use to manipulate people. And so you've got things like PragerU and all that, and there's very unpleasant things that can happen. One of the things that does happen is we see this big push against, you know, these social justice warriors, and oh, they're pushing leftist politics into our video games and stuff. And I try to watch a lot of people that talk about video games and such, but then they talk about, oh, they're trying to do all this leftist stuff. Why can't they just leave our video games to be non-political? But the thing is, the video games that they're saying leave them non-political, everything is political. And these video games that are saying keep your politics out of our video games, is they're pushing an incredible agenda right there, because all of the characters are 90% of them white, male, and minorities are in the background, but not a whole lot more than that. They're just background colors so that you can say you're diverse. And that is an incredible political agenda. Everything in the world is politics. So when you say leave politics out of that, that's being very disingenuous about the political situation. And it just bugs me, because there are so many people that seem smart otherwise, and then they start doing that, which shows that, number one, either they believe what they're saying, in which case they're so incredibly naive it's not funny, or they know and then they're just pushing their agenda at the expense of another. And it's just infuriating and frustrating. And I'm tired and tanked up on THC and trying to come up with words for the concept that I've just been thinking of this morning. So, is this well thought out? Not at all. Is this well stated? Not even in the slightest. Do you understand what I'm saying? I can only hope that I presented a skeleton of my argument enough that you can recognize sort of what I'm trying to say. Remembering most of this stuff is just off the top of my head, extemporaneous. I'm trying to think of something because the camera is recording. So, but still, I mean, that's my politics. We know my politics. If it's for people, I'm for it. And if it's against people, then I don't like it. Those are my politics. Along with, as stated, that I believe that people are people. We're all equal but different. I mean, men cannot give birth. Women do not have the upper body strength of men because of the differences in the sexual hormones. Testosterone bulks up upper body muscles. Equal but different, because women are actually more suited because of their bodies to be actual fighter combat pilots and astronauts. How about that? So, equal but different, we all just do different things. I've unconsciously been crazy in my thinking that way, and I'm going to say that one. It's weird wording, but what I mean is, whenever I've needed to move anything, I've never gone, gosh, I'm going to grab that guy and that guy, unless it's something really huge and I've needed big, bulky guys. Mostly it's been, I need help moving this refrigerator, or I need help moving this thing here. Can you give me a hand? And I just point to whoever's closest. And I've ended up being the big, bulky guy, while the person helping me with this is, some woman half my body size helping me move a washing machine, stuff like that. I've never gone like, I need a man, or I need a woman, or I need this. It's always just been, you're a body, help me. So, in a way, I walk what I talk. I try, have always tried. You can only be human, because guess what? We're human. I know it's a shocker sometimes. Which reminds me, this movement. I love the Bunny Ears website, and Macaulay Culkin has turned into, he may be a great actor, but when he's acting, just being himself on camera, he is so goofy. And he laughs too much, and he acts way too nervous. And when you watch him acting in like Red Letter Media, and he's been on the Angry Video Game Nerd, it's like, yeah, he flushes nervously. And he doesn't do his lines well when he's just doing stuff like that. And it's really weird and very endearing. And one day, just because of the very dark Bunny Ears website, Hopefully I've got a link somewhere that you can go and check it out, just because it is so incredibly dark. It starts dark and funny, but it starts off with death as humor. It doesn't try to soften it up. It starts there and then goes dark rapidly from there. I think it's just the most awesome website in the world. So, thumbs up. Oh, shucks. I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people. It is a range because even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression and fibro, I'm lucky if I can even remember to keep my head screwed on. I got to remember to do that. And if I mispronounce the username, my sincere apologies. I am an American English speaker. We're not good at pronouncing names. I'm better than most. I try. And of course, I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just looking through and thanking people for having left a comment, good comment, bad comment, indifferent comment. Thank you for having left a comment. It is appreciated. Abusive comments, I just trash immediately. The comment is gone, and if there's too many of them, then you're just blocked and you're gone. Everybody else is fine, and I like it. Doesn't have to be a pleasant or even a wonderful comment. Just thank you for having left a comment. My throat is such a mess. I'm so sorry every day when I record. Najib Nasiri, thank you very, very much. And Daniel Wilson, greatly appreciated. Ego Layer 13, greatly appreciated. And thumbs up. M. Kusaka, 1613, thumbs up and thank you. Hippie, Blong Boy Hippie, I sure hope I'm close. Thank you very, very much. And Dingleberry, greatly appreciated. Very good suggestions there. Mr. Thin Mint, greatly appreciated. Kathy Kids Cat, thumbs up and thank you. Trina Tan, greatly appreciated. Jeremy Perry, thumbs up. And oh, Venomosity, I like that name. Thank you very, very much. Briefcase Wanker. I like these names. And Lispy Leaf, greatly appreciated. Kazuki, 1, 2, 3, thumbs up. Hitler with a period at the end, greatly appreciated. Antel Games, thumbs up and thank you. Sesamo, greatly appreciated. Black Star Games, greatly appreciated. Paladin Wallium, I don't know why I always try to say your name wrong. My sincere apologies. Pandora NYC1, yes, there we are. And it's like, I don't know. I think it's Korean or Japanese. I'm not sure. I'm very sorry, but thank you very much. And Jao Sarah, greatly appreciated. And Sunny, thumbs up and thank you. And Brandon Bates, greatly appreciated. And V2 Blurry, thumbs up and thank you, each and every one of you. Hopefully I didn't get lost. Oh, my ear is so itchy. Hopefully I didn't get lost, but if I wouldn't be surprised if I had. My ears get so itchy on the inside. I use these Divox earbuds because the strap of the headphones that I have, wonderful headphones, great, awesome headphones, but it runs right across the top of my head here, where the strap for my sleep mask runs across. And the friction is breaking off my hair, and just, I'm getting a bald spot right there from the pressure, along with genetics. So I'm trying to not put pressure up here to let my hair grow back, all the broken follicles there. So that's why I wear the earbuds. I have to keep the volume really low because I don't want to destroy my ears. Oh, shucks. I got a whole bunch of links down there. If you could check those out. I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. I have a blog, NearlySeniorCitizen.com. Hopefully going to start work on that today. My thanks again, Brian Glenn, for having set that up for me. Greatly appreciate it. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. Now, if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes and deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. And if you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my assistance. Definitely a thumbs up. If you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool and greatly appreciated as well. Now, I would understand if you did not want to. I mean, I'm just a weird older guy. Thumbs up for that. So, but if you are down for it, I will do my best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. I also have an Amazon wish list with a whole bunch of silly stuff like cat food, hamster plushes, some expensive stuff on there. So no matter where you are on the range, from independently wealthy to dirt poor, something for everybody if you want to check it out. You don't have to. Don't feel obligated. I don't feel entitled, but it is there. So thank you. I have gotten dog food, cat food, and hamster food lately. Thank you very much, each and every one of you that helps keeps my animals fed. It is greatly appreciated. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm going to hopefully have a reaction video, hopefully a game video for this channel, hopefully a game video for the game channel. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing.